My name is Luis, also known as Techhalla on socials. And, well, today we are going to use Magnific Spaces, I think in a different way you are used to, or if you never use Magnific Spaces, I'll do it from scratch too. So everyone is going to feel comfortable with that. Feel free to interrupt me if you have any questions during the session, no problem. I'm here for that, actually. And, well, I'm a telecommunications. I'm doing a quick intro. I'm not going to speak a lot about myself. I'm a telecommunications engineer that turned myself into a content creator because I started to share prompts on X, workflows on X. And I'm not an artist. I don't want to be an artist because I don't have the background. But what I do is always trying to automate, to optimize the workflow. So you guys, you are creatives, you are going to take the most and create cool stuff. The main idea here is to have a good workflow that allows you to think a lot about the story you want to tell, the ideas, and not take a lot of time like prompting and so on, okay? So I started showing you this video I make this morning because I have a lot of jet lag. I woke up at 3 a.m. So I used the workflow I created for this session to build this video. So let's go. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Don't smoke, guys. It's a bad habit. Obviously.
That was fast.
Heading to the Upscale Confs.
Hey, Wayma, play some cool music.
Playing Radio Mandanga.
Radio Mandanga is my music video channel, okay?
Hey Tech, you have been selected to try a new feature. Do you want to try
I have early access to everything. Whoa. Let's go.
Ejection sequence initiated.
Wait, what? Welcome to my workshop.
Welcome. Maybe I just put some videos and just have a good time. Nah. I'm showing, yeah, actually I'm doing that because I'm going to share you like 3 or 4 quick videos to show you what is possible with Magnific Spaces, okay? First one is a very different approach. And this is, I've never lied. I don't use clickbaits. Everything I say, I make this in 30 minutes. That's true, completely true. I made this Angry Birds version with Opus 4.8, but the assets were made in Magnific Spaces. It's just a demo video. So, of course, I would really appreciate if you go to X and find my handle and follow me, and you'll get access to all of these workflows for free, because I'm that guy. And if you enter this post, you have here the direct access to the space in Magnific, okay? Let's go. Okay. So at the end of the session, you will be able to understand what's happening here, okay? It's pretty simple. Actually, this is a very simple workflow. But I also made this kind of stuff with the Waymo and stupid things with my face because I'm that guy too. But actually, I have a lot of side projects. I work on real estate making these kind of videos. I have a lot of work. And you say, why are you sharing your workflow if you are earning money with that? Because I don't have more hands and more brains, so I cannot handle all the work. So you guys can just use this. Let's watch it, because she's prettier than me.
Get out.
Sorry?
First impressions, total perfection. Love. Hey guys, you won't believe this absolute stunner just hit the market. Let's check it out. First impressions, total perfection.
This is
Love the modern,
consistent,
clean
not
lines
only with
here.
the face,
and this
but with the
kitchen,
voice.
An absolute dream. Imagine
No
the
need,
hosting
to
here,
use
guys.
11 labs
The living
here.
area
11
is
labs
massive
is a wonderful
and
platform, but
literally
this time
soaked in
I don't
natural
need it.
light. So cozy. Step outside to your
It's a
own
30 seconds
private
video.
oasis, perfect for those summer nights. And the primary suite, pure luxury. Hit my DMs before
Okay,
the
that's all. And you'll see here the step-by-step tutorial. Actually, in the workspace I'm sharing today, you have here, the access, the exclusive access to the the space for making those videos too, exclusive for you guys. Let me, okay. It looks this way. It's also a simple space, but the cool thing here is super repeatable. So if you want to create a different, a different influencer, you just change the prompt here. You'll see it later. These are AI-generated renders. In the real job, you are going to receive those renders, of course, but you just need to swap these renders and click the generate button, and you'll get the whole thing, okay? So you get access to that too. Let's watch a couple of funny videos that were made with the Spaces too, and then we'll get right to the point, okay? So this is one of the funniest videos. Okay, the guitar sync is also made with C-Dance. Okay, everything's C-Dance, so everyone can do it too with no effort. Well, yeah, there's effort with no complex workflows too. This is myself with some hair. You'll see a lot of videos of myself with hair because I miss it so much. And okay. Okay, this is actually a cover of a very underground music in Spain. But yeah, it's for me it's a funny video. I make this AGI robot that makes everything for me, like cooking some fried peppers here and so on. And there is a workflow for that. This one, it's a little bit more complex. Let's go. Okay. It's a little bit more complex. You see a lot of connections here. Don't be afraid about that because it's super simple, okay? So this is how it looks, 3 minutes video workflow, okay? And finally, you know, being socials means you are going to get a lot of hate. I don't care about the haters. They are making, I'm making money with them because every comment, it's money for me, so I'm fine. I don't care about that. But they inspired me to make this song. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Yeah, with her again. Yeah. I'm a good guy, guys. So, I love the 70s and all this stuff. So, cool thing here is the lip sync and not only the dance sync. You see? It's everything made on C-Dance, okay? It's just 30 seconds more. I want to be a DJ. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so actually you have this. I'm super stupid. You got this tutorial on X2, and I have a link at the end. Again, because I love spaces. These are paid partnerships. I collaborate with Magnific. But the cool thing about working with Magnific is I have totally freedom to create something. Imagine creating a Don't Be an Asshole song and get paid for that. Okay, so it's pretty good. And this workflow, again, it's a little bit more complex. Actually, there's something I wanted to show you. Here you have this, this audio node. We are not going to watch it further because maybe the workshop will be so, more complex and so on. But you can actually use parts of the songs, 50-second parts, to create the lip sync and the dancing sync. Yeah, I have some good moves. And okay, these are the kind of things I create every day. So, as I mentioned, I'm not an artist. I have this kind of stupid ideas. But the thing is, this is super useful for filmmakers. I collaborate with a lot of studios and so on. And I send them these workflows, actually, and they use it for their own work, okay? So that's my goal today. So we are over with all this AI slop. So let's start. Okay, first of all, if you don't have a paid Magnific account, you just go here to your profile, and you'll have here it's AI code or something. Use AI code, okay? So write Techhalla with the double L, but without the A, because I used the Techhalla code like a year ago. So it's Techhalla, but without the final A, and you'll get some credits. How many credits? 30,000? 30,000, so you can create a lot of crazy stuff today or whenever you want. So, for accessing the current space, go to my X profile, and you'll have it right here below. It's pinned in my profile. You go there. You go there, and you'll have here the link to the space, or I give you 15 seconds to get the link, okay? So we are doing this at the same time, more or less. Okay, I think I'm not missing anything. Yeah, okay. So, okay, let's wait. Okay, we are good to go? Okay. So, sorry, let's start with the workflow. You see, there are people actually using it right now, because I shared it on Twitter, on X, sorry, Elon. Alvin Cruz is here, or Steam, and once you get in, I'll see you are online, okay? So feel free to join, and if you want just to watch me doing stuff, feel free, okay? So, as I mentioned, this is a simple workflow, and we are going to start with the character, okay? This time I uploaded a photo of myself. I'm doing this all the time. And, okay. Yeah, sorry, yeah. If you want to use it, if you go in there, you are going to be able to watch and to pick the prompts or whatever. But if you want to already use it, you hit here and hit duplicate space. And the space is for you. And you can do whatever you want. Please don't use my picture for, for scamming me or something. So, okay. So first thing, thank you. Interrupt me if I'm going too fast or anything. First thing, as I mentioned, I am uploading the photo. To upload it, it's super easy. I created this new space for showing you how it goes. So you right-click, and you hit upload, and just, that's it. You upload the image, the video, the audio, whatever kind of media you want. And for using it as reference, you just hover the image, hit here, and that's it, and create an image generator node. Every single thing you see in the space is a node, okay? And we have the image nodes, the video generator nodes, the upscaler nodes, and so on. We are using today only image and video nodes. Okay, so first thing is to set up the model we are using. Today we are using Google Nano Banana. Yeah, sure. Wherever you want. I mean, I'm going to. Okay, for fresh beginners, just try to create a new space. Let me show you how. Yeah. Or no, better. You just duplicate it, you zoom out, and you go right there, and you start creating stuff here, like in a free Canva. So, first thing, yeah, we generate the image node, and we hit here, and we choose the model we are using. Today we are using Nano Banana 2 and Nano Banana Pro, which are unlimited here with my account, of course. You need an account a premium account, I think, or an enterprise account to have it unlimited. But anyway, these are the best and the faster models for creating this stuff. Also, GPT-2 is cool, but it's more expensive, okay? So you can choose between Nano Banana 2, Nano Banana 2 is faster, and Google Nano Banana Pro is good too. It's a little bit less fast, but let's go with Nano Banana 2. Let's change the aspect ratio to, in this case, I'm creating wide content, so let's pick 16 to 9. And I used to create in 2K. It's also unlimited here. So what we've done is connect the image node, my profile pic, here as an input of this node, okay? And also, I have generated this Waymo grid, 2x2 grid. This is completely AI generated, text to image. I'm going to explain a little bit the prompt. Don't be afraid about the prompting. You'll got the prompts, so you can get deep into them. But I'm going to explain the structure, because this is the most important thing. The structure, not the content, because you guys are going to put your special touch and your needs on that prompt, okay? So, remember, we have this node, we connected this image, and we are going to connect also the Waymo. Okay? We connect it. So now every prompt we put in here, we can actually tag the previous images to use it as references. Yeah.
So I know that not all the models take image references. Only some of them do, and some of them take different amounts. Where can you see how many image references? What's the max?
That's a good question. I don't recommend you, for example, I think I don't have the correct answer. I recommend you not using more than 4 or 5 reference images, because if you do that, it will start guessing everything, okay? In this case, we are using 2, okay. So I recommend you using Nano Banana 2 and Nano Banana Pro most of the time. Grok works good too, Flax too. There are several models, but being honest, I'm using Google Nano Banana all the time. 2 and Pro versions, okay? So we have this node ready, but let me explain how I created the Waymo grid. And then I'm going to explain you why I created a grid and not single images separately, okay? So let me show it this way. Okay. So this is the structure. This is a structure prompt. We have first the title. You can remove it, but it's for explaining to you. We have the directive first, and you see there is like a generic in the, sorry, like the oh, this is sorry guys. Let me fix it up. Sorry? Oh, this is just a notepad, just for you to watch it better, okay? It's like, if you want to access to the prompt or to write something, you just click over here, okay? And start writing whatever you want, okay? It's here. Yeah, sometimes I forget you guys, or some of you guys are new to this kind of technology, so feel free to ask. I'm here to help. Okay, so important thing here is the structure. So we have the directive first, and this is the prompt where we are indicating the model, what we want. Very generic. Generate a clean 2x2 composite image showcasing 4 technical views of an autonomous vehicle. Simple. Then the subject or the object, a detail, weight, Waymo, autonomous, blah, blah, blah. Then we have the scene and layout. This is important because we are telling the model how we want the image, the structure of the image. In this case, we want 4 panels, 2x2, and we are explaining the panel 1, top left, frontal view, top right, rear view, and so on. And finally, the technical specs. The lighting, ultra photorealistic, whatever. So it's about what we want, the subject and the object, or the object we want, how we want the composition, and technical specs. Actually, I'm going to remove this. You can put, we want 16:9 aspect ratio, but it's not needed as you set it here too, okay? So I'm just going to hit the run button, and we are going to generate a new one. And you'll see it's going to be pretty the same, okay? It will take 30 seconds, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And, sorry? Yeah, I hit the play button, the run button. Yeah, like, sorry. Sorry, because I used to use a mouse and so on. You'll find it here, okay? This is the run button. So once you hit here, it starts generating. So, yeah, here it is. I regenerated, and you can see there is a Techhalla. Maybe the resolution is not that good. A Techhalla plate, which is, I used to add some Easter eggs because I hate watermarks. So we have this 2x2 grid. And why are we creating this? Because we are using it as reference on the video model, okay? This way, we are not only using this kind of image, because if we do, when the model starts animating, he's going to invent everything, and it's not going to have this plate, or maybe this logo is different. So this way, we have every single aspect of the card, okay? So let's continue. Okay, so right here. So this is the node. Okay, let me copy the prompt again. So what are going to generate now? Another 2x2 grid, but now using my face. This is going to be used later, I show you. We are using my face and the Waymo, okay? So I paste the prompt. I'm going to explain it to you. Okay, it's fine. Let's hit generate. Okay, this is the prompt. This is a more complex one, okay? But don't worry, you'll have access to that, to these prompts. You'll have completely access, and you can use it whatever you want. You can train your own LLMs, like creating a GPT, creating a gem on Gemini, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Again, we are going to generate it's one image. It's not 4 images. It's one image, but on a 2x2 grid. You'll see why later. Okay, so let me explain the prompt again. I know it seems very complex, but it doesn't. Again, the directive, what we want. Again, the subject and character, which object or people we want in the output. You'll see this weird thing, because this is the ID they are using in Magnific. But if you go here, you'll see this. Okay. This Techhalla photo is we are referencing my profile pic. Okay? We are telling the model, okay, use this guy photo to recreate it in the 2x2 grid. And here, we are using the Waymo ref. But let me explain the prompt again. So now again, the layout is panel 1, top left, we are going to be a little bit cinematic here. We are creating a low angle, dramatic, contrapicado. I love this word. It's very Spanish. Panel 2 at top right, in top right, intense cinematic close-up of the man's face, blah, blah, blah. Panel 3, bottom left, extreme close-up focusing on the hands with the mobile. Panel 4, bottom right, a wide angle shot over the shoulder, and the car, the Waymo, is coming. And here you are. Oh, I duplicated. Okay? It's okay? If you have any questions, feel free, please. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not repeating the questions. Okay. Sorry. She's asking if how you can just replace, not using my photo, of course. You want to create with your photo of other guys. So you just hit here on replace. Yeah, good question, by the way. You hit replace here, and you just upload the photo of yourself or whatever you want. Yeah, good question. You got a question too?
You said that you don't consider yourself an artist or have an artistic background. I wonder, what do you use to create these prompts that are very specific when talking about cinematography?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. She's asking me how I create these prompts if I don't have an artist background. Good question, too. I study a lot, and I try to learn a lot of things, and I'm trying a lot of things. So once I test a model, I'm done testing a model, and I test thousands of prompts because I'm sick. Once I found the best prompts, I train my own LLM, you name it, GPT, a gem, a cloud, but the cloud skill. So putting all these prompts and saying the LLM, okay, you got all this information, and every time I ask you for a prompt, let me show you. Actually, yeah, I'm giving you access because you guys are very cool. My subs, next, I'm not asking you to subscribe to my channel because I'm not sharing a lot of things. But I have, this is a Sedans gem. Where, imagine, I upload my photo, or this one. make, I used to write it in Spanish, sorry. Make this guy picking up a Waymo at San Francisco. I used to write, I want to go in and whatever, but let's the AI guess everything. And make a 50-second cinematic action clip prompt. Okay, let's see if it works good, because lately, after the latest update in Gemini, yeah, you know, it's creating an image. Sorry. Because I'm in the Flash. Okay. Okay. So I generate the prompts this way because I told you I want to save time. But I work once. I worked very hard once, and now the AI is taking the heavy lift. Okay, all the time. No problem. Good question, by the way. I love you guys asking whatever you want, because I don't know your level on AI, so maybe I'm just doing, I know, advanced stuff or something. How it works? Yeah. Okay, good question. If you generate, the question was if you generate multiple images for the same scene or whatever, right? How do we choose which one we want? Okay, so imagine we create, okay, we created this one. Let's duplicate it and let's generate a new one. You can use a character sheet, but I thought, and actually I'm getting out of time, because I thought if I use a character sheet and a storyboard prompting and so on, I don't have the time to explain everything. That's why. Good question again. So if you generate, for example, 2 images, you just choose your preferred one, and you take the output from here the same way we did it before, and you create the new node, okay, and use it. So you are all the time choosing. You can generate several versions. You can actually, if you run several images in the same node, okay, let me check. On the Waymo one, you have here the 2 options, so you can choose between them. You'll see it's very similar, okay? So if we want this one, stay like this and use it, okay? Good, no problem. So, okay. Actually, I didn't mention, generating the stills is, for me, is the most complex part of all these things, because it used to take me a lot of time to choose the proper stills, like he mentioned. So most of the time we are generating stills. You'll see generating the videos is pretty straightforward, and with 1 or 2 generations you are going to be good. Okay, and okay. We have this 2x2 grid, and we have 2 options here. We can already use this as a reference on Sedans and start generating on Sedans and on Clink Omni, okay? And I show you the examples. Or you can extract each frame separately. We are doing both things, okay? So the easy part is using it as reference. You see here there's only 1 connection, okay? So we are using this grid 2x2 as reference, as an image reference for the video node. Let me explain the video node. Well, creating a video node is easy. It's the same than creating an image generator node. We hit here on video generator, and now we choose the model. Okay? There are so many models on Magnific because they are the best. But we are using today mainly Sedans 2.0. It's the soda model right now. And actually, we are also using Kling 3.0 Omni. What means Omni model? You know Gemini Omni that was released, I think, 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. We have Sedans 2.0 Omni and Kling 3.0 Omni. That means in the past, we used like a starting frame, like a fixed still, and from there, we start animating. Okay? So it's always the same beginning. But using an Omni model means that you just upload all the stuff as reference, and by prompting, you tell the AI, okay, use this guy, this reference, or this grid, this 2x2 grid as reference, and I know, start smoking, or let me show you. Okay, so once we generate the video, we create the video node, we choose the model here. We choose Kling 3.0 Omni, for example, or Sedans 2.0. We choose the length. I'm doing 50 seconds generations, but if you don't need that long, you can just put 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever you need. I don't know why there is an option to turn off sound. I need sound every time, but if you don't need it, just put it off. And the resolution, on Kling, you have these 3 options. Actually, this 4K option is pretty new. And I used to work on, sorry, I'm super bad with the numbers on English. It's 1080p. But if you are testing, I recommend you to use the lower resolution because it's cheaper, so you can test. And once you are ready, you can switch to 1080 or upscale your videos. We are not upscaling videos today, but there is an option right here. I'm going with you right now. If you, sorry, you pick the output. Yeah, of course. But you have actually the videos. You can prepare the workflow before you generate anything. But anyway, you have this videos upscaler to get more resolution. But the question.
Yeah, do you lose any fidelity if you upload other video sources versus generating it in the...
You can, yeah. He asked me if you can upload video sources also. Yeah, of course. And actually, we are doing it. We are not uploading videos, but we are using videos we generate as reference. This is the key point of this workflow, this workshop, actually. You'll see later. Because that means, whoa, there are several questions. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, actually, I was the first one sharing the 3x3 grid back last year, and it got viral because it's super useful, because you can generate, from one generation, you can extract like 9 images, very consistent and so on. I just go for a 2x2 because it's more visual for you guys. Yeah. Exactly. We are going to what? Exactly. He asked me. Sorry. Okay. He asked me if we can actually make this grid 2x2 as an input for Kling. Yeah, and for Sedans too. We are doing it right now. Okay. So we have here. We connect this to this node. Okay. This is a video generator node. Okay. This is a Sedans, the Sedans model, using the grid, the 2x2 grid as reference, and here's the result. This is actually an extra still we get, an extra shot from the references.
That was fast.
And this one too. Okay? How the prompt works here. here we are using the 2x2 grid. Okay, let me explain the prompt, and then I'm explaining how to extract the frame separately and use it as reference. Okay, so. Okay, good question. He's asking me how we can make transitions between. Okay, got it, sorry. I have jet lag. How we can make transitions, not cuts, between the clips, okay, with in the 50 seconds. I don't recommend you this technique for doing that. What I recommend you is to using Clink 3.0, a starting frame and final frame, and prompt what do you want there. So if you have this video or another video, extract the last frame of that video, extract the first frame on the next video, and prompt up, a wonderful transition. Okay, so the prompt here again. Oh, I'm coming back to Gemini. He's not working. I'm sorry, guys. AI hates me sometimes. Anyway, okay, the prompt here is more or less the same structure than for image, okay, but a little bit different. We have first the cinematic setup. So we are setting the tone, the overall tone. This is a cinematic narrative sequence, 35 millimeters film stock, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it's better for you, what you need, this is just a quick example. This is because I'm copying and pasting here from Magnific. Forget about this. And now we are use the 2x2 grid as the foundational storyboard, okay? And I always use this image references legend. And for the grid, the 2x2 grid, like top left panel is the reference for the bald man with a bird lighting a cigarette. The reference for the hotel is like we are telling the AI what is each panel, okay? Like, let's put some context on the AI. Okay. Once we do that, we are starting with the most important part, because this means control on our generations. This is called timeline prompting. It's super easy. So you divide, if you are generating 15 seconds, you put here from 0 to 3, what is going to happen. A low angle, tracking shot, a man walks, blah, 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 whatever you want, okay? From 3 to 6, cut to a close-up. If you want a transition, you just put not cut, but an epic transition or whatever. From 3 to 6, blah, blah, blah. Here is, I'm exhaling the cigarette. From 6 to 9, cut to extreme close-up of my hands. We have the, actually, I forgot. I'm tagging, sorry. I don't like that. You'll see it here better. You see, we are tagging the grid. This is the grid. We are telling, this is the grid. This is the grid, okay? I think you see better this way. So, regarding the timeline prompting, okay? From 0 to 3, a low angle tracking shot, blah, 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 matching the top left panel of the grid again. We are tagging a lot of times to force the AI to grab that top left panel, okay? Same with the 3 to 6 seconds. In this case, I am exhaling the smoke. Cut to extreme close-up, as I mentioned. Here, I'm not tagging the grid because I don't have this shot. A quick cut to a frontal medium shot. You saw it? Let me show you again. So we have this still. We have this one too. We have this one too. But this is not in the grid. It guessed it, but it did it very good. This one is on the grid, and this one is not. You good with that? Understood? Okay. So This is grid to video. Okay, it works. We are fine with that. This is with sedans. And you'll see with Kling, you are getting the same result, but cheaper. More or less the same result, obvious. It changed a little bit, the angle. Okay, obviously, you have to go post-production to fix that. It's more or less the same.
That was fast.
But with the cigarette, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is Kling. Same prompt. Okay, same prompt, different model, more or less the same video. That's why I'm here. Because I don't want you to struggle. How do I have to prompt for Kling, or how do I have to prompt for sedans, or yeah.
So the voiceover is a little bit different for both models. Is it the actual?
Yeah.
The video model is producing the sound.
Yeah, the video model. Yeah, she asked me if the video model is generating the sound. Yeah. So if you want consistency in the voice, you need to put the audio as reference. You can record yourselves and tell the AI in the prompt, use this voice as reference and tag it. The same. I don't have that. But if you use the don't be an asshole workflow, I'm doing that. So you can enter in the workflow, in the space, and you'll see that. Okay, I'm using the song as reference. Actually, and you'll see now how to get consistency all along the clip, okay? But first, I think I have time. Whoa, I'm speaking so much. Actually, I'm asking the team for a better interface for the prompt, because most of people are using small prompts, but I use super large prompt. Actually, Sedans has 3,000 character limit, because you can create huge prompts. So yeah, it could be a better experience for that. Yeah, well, good. Yeah, thank you, Tiago. You can actually generate a text box. Yeah, very true, very true. You can write the prompt here, and you can connect this node again, blah, 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 blah. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like it could be more, easy to, like, I click and it span. That's what yeah. But anyway, you can use several different ways to create the prompt or put it outside. Okay. But let me show you, this is interesting. How do you extract? Okay, yeah, more questions. Exactly. Yeah, he's asking how the AI created new shots that are not in the grid. And yeah, these are prompt. I mean, let me show you again. This one, I'm not tagging the grid, and this generated a new shot, not included in the grid. Maybe I overcomplicated this workshop. We have another question, yeah. Yeah. He's asking, what's the advantage of using a grid instead of using single stills? Yeah, it's for making it faster. It works, it just works. But I'm showing you how to do it with different stills. It's the same, it's exactly the same. But the key here, oh, I'm getting old. The key here is you can use this super simple extracting prompt. So we put here the 2x2 grid as input again, and I'll tell you what is this, and you just write attach. You'll find a 2x2 grid tagging the grid. Okay, extract only the frame. I'll show you what is that from it and make it full screen. What is this? This is a list. It's a simple functionality, but super useful to iterate over anything. So You right-click and create a list. Okay? And once you create a list, you have this. Let me show you how. You have this list, and you just add, top left, enter, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. I was a developer in other life, so this is pretty good to me. So we have 4 options: top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So now we're coming back to the prompt, and we are telling, attached you'll find a 2x2 grid, the image, extract only the frame, top right, top left, bottom right, bottom left. So it's okay, yeah. First time I was like, oh man, this is saving my life, yeah. So it will generate another list with the 4 stills. And you just click here, this add to board, and you have it, okay? So once you have all these separated stills, it works with the 3x3 grid too, but it works better with a 2x2, because with the 3x3, sometimes it just mess around. Okay, so once we have the 4 stills, we are doing the same again. I mean, this is an example. You only choose one option. 15, okay. You choose one option. Cool. We are doing the questions during the session, so I'm fine. Okay, so it's the same technique, but instead of using a 2x2 grid, we are using separated stills, these ones. So the prompt now, and again, I make an example with Clink and with Cetans. The prompt is more or less the same. I think you find it better here. Okay. Again, cinematic setup is more or less the same. Yeah. Sorry. The extracting? Yeah, yeah. He asked me to repeat the process, of course. Okay. Yeah. On this example, it's a simple sample, but if you need to pay attention to detail, you better use this technique, because obviously using a 2K image, single image, will give more information to the model. Yeah. Okay? Got it? Okay, okay, cool. So I don't need to repeat that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Sorry. Okay, so the prompt is more or less the same, but instead of tagging all the time the grid, we are tagging the stills separately. That's all. He's asking if we need to upscale. Well, maybe you didn't finish the question. Okay, okay. So he's asking if we need to upscale the images when we are animating them. It depends on the original resolution. So if you are generating with Clink in 4K, I recommend you to upscale to 4K. But if you are animating on Cetans and 180p, it's fine with the stills we just generated. If we use the panel, as reference, yeah, it could be a good practice to upscale the grid. Okay, she's asking about transitions. But as I mentioned before, if you want to create transitions between stills or between clips, I don't recommend you this technique. The best technique for me, in my experience, is using Clink. And you use, imagine, you have 2 clips, right? And you want to make a transition between the first clip and the second clip. So you take the last frame of the first clip, you upload here, you extract the first frame of the first clip, and if it is AI-generated clips, don't use the original image. Use the first frame, because it will be different. And once you have those stills, just put it not here because this is references. This is the start frame, and this is the final frame. I'm not covering that today, I'm sorry, because I don't have the time. But later we can talk, and I will send you some tutorials about that, because I have tutorials about everything. And, OK, coming back to the prompt, it's the same. But instead of mentioning the grid, we are mentioning each still separately, OK? And it's the same. It's the same. You'll see. This is, again, Kling 3.0. You have to fix that on post-production again. Actually, a good practice is to generate as a green screen,
fast.
and then, easy. Well, this is Kling Omni. OK. And this is C-Dance. More or less the same. Actually, I picked this one for the final video, OK? OK.
That was fast.
OK. So now, the secret sauce. We are using the video as reference. Why? Because if we use that, we are keeping consistency on not only the characters, the vehicle, the scene, but the voices too, and everything that's in the video, OK? And we do it the same way. We grab this, which is the video output, and we create a new image node. A new video node. Right, like this. But not only that, we are reinforcing the AI, including images. Again, OK? So this way, we are not only using the video references, but we are giving more context, more information to the model, so it doesn't guess new things and new stuff, OK? So now the prompt. OK. Yeah, for sure, of course. Yeah, sorry. I'm using the Waymo. OK? I'm using the Waymo. And I'm using this image too, OK? The final one. So we continue the clip more or less from here. Let me show you. Here, we are using the separated clips, the separated stills instead of the grid. Yeah, you can do it, or you can, obviously, man, no, that's a very good question. She's asking if we can just connect the list, the whole thing. Yeah, we can, definitely. Yeah, that's a good practice. So we are giving all this information to the video model, and we are adding this information of the Waymo because we need different angles from the Waymo, and we want exactly this. And overall, this played with rich Techhalla. OK. Poncho. I got you. OK. So here, I enter the way. No, this is not the proper one. Sorry. This was a bad test, but I wanted to show you it's not
Wayma,
always.
play some cool music.
We are getting artifacts.
Playing Radio Mandanga.
But I could the first thing. This is not good, obviously.
Heading to the Upscale Conf.
But from 50
Wayma,
seconds, we can
play some
actually
cool
use
music.
12, which is
Playing
good.
Radio Mandanga.
OK. Yeah, I forgot to spam you with Radio Mandanga. And I actually took this starting frame, so I could this part. Exactly.
Heading to the Upscale Conf.
Hey, Waymock, play some cool music.
Another try. It's more or less the same. Let me explain the prompt. Yeah, it's this one. You can put a video as input for the reference. You can use audio if you need it. And you can put a lot of images here, up to, not sure if 6 or 8. It depends on if it's sedans or cling. But I don't use more than 4 images as reference, never, because it starts, doing crazy things. So the key is here, cinematic setup. Cinematic, I use a lot of cinematic. This is not a good practice. Cinematic continuity of video this time. Anamorphic lens, blah, 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 blah. And let's get down. Again, the same. The Waymo reference, the image generator reference with the vehicle parked. We are telling the AI the references, and again, the timeline prompting. Again, wide shot, continue from the last frame off. This is the key, because it will take the last frame of the previous video, and it will continue generating from there. And again, this time, cut to over the shoulder shot, cut to a close-up where I'm speaking, and finally, the Waymo leaving. Use cut to an exterior rear angle shot of the car, matching the top right perspective in the Waymo ref, the 2x2 grid of the Waymo, sorry. And that's all. I mean, from here, oh, sorry. From here, it's just rinse and repeat again. And again, I generated some separated stills for this animation. Okay, this was a very simple prompt. The baldman is doing the, so no fancy stuff here. And yeah, the final thing I wanted to show you, if I have the time, is using this real shot I took yesterday for the final scene when I'm pushing the ground, okay? And it's always the same. The thing here is you need to know is you can use like from 1 to 5 references, tag it all the time, and yeah, you'll get consistency this way. I think once you get the first time, it's just rinse and repeat all the time, and you get the consistency you saw in the video. Obviously, I used to generate a couple of generations, and I get the cut from here, a cut from here, another cut from the other one, and mix it up, okay? And I think I wish I have more time to be with you, but I have to finish here, but I will be happy to answer any questions you have during the event, okay? So thank you for coming. I did my best.